Hello all, Dominic Trophy again, welcome to another video. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're having a great Tuesday and just, enjoying yourself overall and just whatever you're all up to. Hope your day is going very, very well for all of you. So this video is going to be something Doctor Who related. And it's actually going to be about what I'd like to see for Series 12. Now, as we all know, Series 12, the next series of Doctor Who, will not be airing until early 2020, which is next year. Bit of a big gap, but you know what I mean? We just have to wait for it, and that's all we can do, really. So, I actually written down a few things that I'd like to see for Series 12, and just have a bit of a quick, share my thoughts about what I'd like to see with these. So the first thing I'd love to see, and I hope that we do see this come back, is two-parters. Now, in Series 11, we did not see any two-parters whatsoever. Every episode, because there were 10 episodes in Series 11, we saw no two-parters. Every single story was a single story episode. And because of that, to me, I think, especially at the end of the series, it really didn't feel like it was a proper ending for the series. So it didn't. And that's how I felt when I watched episode 10 of Series 11. Was I remember watching it, and it just felt like it was a regular story, from maybe a few episodes back. And it felt like we should have had maybe a couple of episodes, after that. The way it ended, it just didn't feel like it was a proper finale for the series. And again, that's just how I felt. With other series, you've had two-parters, or you've had a proper finale, and it makes it feel like a proper finale. I know Series 6 did not have a two-part finale, but the way that episode 12 ended of Series 6, and then continued to episode 13, the near end of it felt like it was a sort of continuation to episode 13, which it was. But with this, it just didn't feel like that. And I think if they brought two-parters back, I'd be flipping glad to see that, come back. Because, I know they experimented, they tried with Series 11, and I think for the finale, it just didn't work. I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but it just didn't work for me. You know what I mean? Story arcs, this is another thing I want to see. Absolutely flipping yes, this is something that needs to come back. Another thing we did not get in Series 11 was we didn't get a story arc either, unlike the previous, series from years ago. Again, I think because of the fact there was no story arc, the thing about Series 11 was there wasn't really a proper story, if you think about it. And I think the way it felt like it was sort of like, oh, well, we've got one episode, and then, the next story, and then, again, Series 11 had different stories. But I think if we had something maybe, episode 1, the first episode of the new series, and then it might come back on maybe episode 4, and then it might come back in episode 8, or we might have it in the finale, and then, that's it. It sort of leads into from like, the beginning to the middle to the end. And that is one thing that would really, really help the series. I think Series 6, where the Doctor dies. Series 6's story was about the Doctor's death, because in episode 1 we're seen from the future, killed in mid-regeneration by an astronaut. We don't know what's caused this, and then we see the Doctor again, but it's from the past. So for him, that hasn't happened yet. So it hasn't. And little bits obviously came back into the story over that series until the finale, where we end up finding out, about, oh, the Doctor's got to face his death, that you can't, escape it and stuff, until it's revealed that he ends up faking his death. He uses a Tesselector. And I know a lot of people were quite annoyed about that, thought a bit of a cheap shot. I didn't expect that. When I watched the episode, the Series 6 finale, the wedding of River Song, I honestly thought the Doctor was going to die. That's just how I was. I was quite naive. And I think it was a bit of a twist that, that really the Doctor survived it. And yeah, and that's what happened. It's just the way it goes. I think even like the crack in the wall lasted, for several years, from series 5 all the way until the 2013 Christmas special. So yeah, you know what I mean. So story arcs needs to come back. Companions to interact more. Yes, I think when watching the recent episode back on New Year's Day, it was great to see the companions interact more as usual. So it was. Unlike with Series 11, where they did interact, but they didn't interact as much as they did as we saw in the New Year special. And I think that's something that would definitely be fantastic to see. I think, maybe, they're going to a lot more dangerous situations where, they need to choose what to do. Like, for example, with Graham, whether or not to kill Tin Sha or not. And he didn't, because he wanted to be the better person. And again, I know that Tin Sha did kill his wife, but I know a lot of people would sort of think the other way. But to see a character like Graham go through that situation, whether or not to kill the person that killed his wife, that precious loved one to him, either kill him or not, you know what I mean? And it was great to see Graham be in that situation. And, I'd love to see the other companions, be in that sort of situation. You could sort of say the same with Rosa, where they went back, in 50s America with the whole racism thing. You could sort of say that as well. But I'd love to see him maybe certain, for example, if an alien, being, maybe they might see a different new alien being, or, someone else or something. They might be in a situation where it's sort of like, what do I do? Should I, escape, or should I do something else? Something like that. I'd love to see that happen. New villains and characters in Series 12. Yeah, I think this is something that I'd love to see come back. Now, I don't know really what type of new villains I'd love to see in Series 12, but maybe something interesting, something creative, something exciting. That'd be good to see that happen. Maybe new characters, maybe, an old friend of Ryan's or Yasmin or Graham or whatever. Or maybe someone that the Doctor and her companions might visit, and she might think, do you know what? I want that, I think, he or she, whoever, would be a great addition to be a companion. That'd be a really, really nice thing, that, and just see what happens. More episodes to air. I think this is something a lot of people love to see. Because in series 11, we got 10 episodes, so we did, which, yeah, it's still a good amount, but, previous series had 12. Again, when Doctor Who came back in 2005, we had 14 episodes in 1 year. 13 episodes and a Christmas special. So I think that'd be something that'd be really, really good to see that. I think absolutely goddamn yes, that needs to happen. Maybe series 12 we might get 12 episodes or 13. It'd be great if they brought back the usual 14 episode series again. So 13 and a Christmas special. So that'd be really, really good to see that happen. One that I've written in capital letters, and this is something I want to see happen. To bring back the Christmas special. I think this needs to happen as well. And I also wrote, maybe for 2019, I don't know if we could be getting a Christmas special this year. I really, really hope that we do. Because I think it'll just, excite a lot of people. I know we're getting that sort of VR experience coming later this year. But it'd be good to see that happen. I think it really, really would be. I think if we got a 2019 Christmas special, I'd be bloody happy for that. You know what I mean? Could we get one for 2020 next year? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes, really. I can't really say anything. Another one is a possible regeneration tease. Now, I think we could see... I don't know if this will happen, and people might think, oh, really, you want the new Doctor to leave? No, I don't want Jodie Whittaker to leave, because I think she's, great. I know she's only done 1 year, she's been in 11 episodes so far, 10 episodes, and the New Year special. Because technically, think about it, that this December coming, this Christmas, I know we're quite far away, will be 2 years since she's been in the role. And it's crazy to think that, because she'll be 2 years in the role, and she would have only done 11 episodes. It's crazy to think that. And yeah, crazy to say that. So, I would say, you know, if it did happen, obviously not for her to leave, but maybe, you know, something, you know, she might get shot or injured or whatever, and she might start regenerating, but instead of regenerating into a next incarnation, maybe something in, you know, maybe her cells or whatever, she starts fully regenerating, but she doesn't change her appearance. So maybe, for example, her cells in her body, you know, end up, you know, causing some sort of error or whatever, and instead of, you know, regenerating into the 14th Doctor, she could regenerate, but it would pretty much be still the same appearance. She'd still be the same person, but obviously it would still count as a regeneration, if you know what I mean, and stuff. If it did happen, you know, it could be something like, for example, installing her for Journey's End, or even the Lie of the Land, if anyone remembers that episode from Series 10, where we see the Doctor, he starts regenerating, and then he just immediately cuts it off, so he does. And I remember when I watched that, I went through shock, and I was like, oh my god, no, he's gonna leave, and then, what? I was just shocked, you know what I mean? But for me, you know what I mean, I don't enjoy the Whittaker to leave, you know what I mean? I think for me, if somebody asked me when would you like her to leave, I think maybe 2021, so at that point it'll be Series 13. You know what I mean? So if you think of it that way, she'll technically be in the role for 4 years. If she does stay until the end of 2021, I don't know. But, you know, be a bit of an interest in that. I know a lot of people will be, you know, it's like, oh, they're doing this regeneration thing. Yeah, you know what I mean, and stuff. We really don't know about that. But yeah, that'd be interesting, that, because a lot of people are like, oh, thank God she's leaving. Oh, turns out she's only healed herself. A lot of people will be like that, you know what I mean. And the last thing is that I've written is things to excite fans. Now, what I mean by this is something unexpected, something that we might have never ever thought about. Something, as I just said, we don't know what's happening. And I think if they did something like that, it would really excite people. You know what I mean? I think to sort of bring back the, you know, the new goodness of Doctor Who, like bring something that we've, again, as I said before, never ever seen before. And again, just excite people. Just a bit of a question to think of it like that. You know what I mean? And just somewhat, yeah, I can't really say anything else, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts about this, and, you know, I'd like to see what I'd love to see for Series 12 of Doctor Who and stuff. So I just want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Alex will be back on Friday with his craziness. He'll probably end up ranting and raging about yesterday's announcement, you know what I mean? But I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Alex will be back on Friday. I'll be back on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you all later. Bye.